Well, it looks like Bravo took on a little bit more than they can handle because the casting situation down at the Real Housewives of Atlanta is currently in shambles. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. I'm back, y'all. I had to just rejuvenate after that vacation because even though I was on vacation, y'all, I got next to no sleep. And y'all, I'm a Leo. Leo season has started and it has already worn me out, y'all. I went to 4 birthday parties yesterday and I had, we took my best friend to his surprise birthday party today. Old girl almost ruined it for us, and then on top of that, we got pulled over by the police on the way there. But hey, I got nothing but a warning, and we're all good. But we had a great day. So yeah, if my hair is busted, it's because I was in the lake all day. But I think I'm gonna rock the purple braids for a while, y'all. We just gotta get this refreshed. But I think when you find something good and familiar, you just gotta stick to it. And that brings me to the problem with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They found something familiar and they've written themselves into a brick wall. So if you guys don't know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta is currently in the midst of a casting crisis. They don't really know what to do for the upcoming season, and they've even pushed back the start date of their filming of that season. But that brings me to the problem with this show, and also like ATL reality shows in general as a whole. The Real Housewives of Atlanta was the first biggest show in all of Atlanta to come out of Atlanta. So it seems like ever since the Real Housewives of Atlanta popped, they spawned a whole bunch of clones, and they kept on like making show after show after show loosely based on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, a group of women going to dinner, fighting, shopping, exposing their extravagant life, or quote unquote extravagant life. And really just being a rich, fabulous woman, partying, parlaying through life without a care in the world. That's what the premise of the Real Housewives overall was about. And Atlanta was the first black representation of that. The Real Housewives of Atlanta was the blueprint for a successful show to come out of Atlanta. And it spawned a whole bunch of different clones. And in the process of all that happening, the talent pool and the milk has gone bad in Atlanta. Atlanta is no longer the mecca of great reality television like it was. And I think it's just gotten to a point where the show almost feels kind of hopeless. Now, I have a few suggestions of how they can right themselves out of the hole they're in. But overall, y'all, they keep on edging this show to the cliff season by season now after this point. Like, ever since Nene came back, the show has just gone continuously downhill, a downward spiral. Not saying she's the reason for it, but them relying on what is old and familiar has gotten them into a point where everybody on the show has gotten comfortable, including the production, to where they don't really have to put much effort into the show because they know us black people and everybody that enjoys this show is going to watch no matter what. But in regards to the current crop of girls from last season, it kind of feels like everything is just in limbo with everybody. Now, starting off, Marlo, it's up in the air if she's going to receive a peach or not. It's like they're giving her a pity peach because they currently can't really find anybody to replace anybody or anybody that is going to be like offer something new to the show. But I mean, unpopular opinion, like I've been saying, Marlo deserves a peach. Marlo, she deserves something that's more than just surface level what she's been given. Like I will say, Marlo really gave us a whole lot more when she took on her nephews. I mean, quiet as it's kept, I mean, they're the reason why she's not really fab like that. So what better way to upgrade her paycheck so she could upgrade her fashions once again, because she's not the fashion girl anymore. I mean, she can still dress, but Marlo, you're not put together like it used to be. And that's okay because her resources now have to be spread across 3 other nephews that are now pretty much her sons. But production is always going to be on the fence with Marlo, mainly based on her saying the F word back in the day. I mean, Andy still has not forgiven her for that, but I mean, it's like he still holds a grudge on her, in my opinion. I mean, this may not be the case, but this is just what I see. Like, I feel like production, there's a lot of gay men on Bravo staff. A lot of them take issue with her saying the F word, but bygones be bygones. At the end of the day, we have a show to save. LaToya forever. LaToya got the axe. It said that she's not coming back, which, another unpopular opinion, I actually wanted to see more from LaToya. Like, towards the end, LaToya was funny to me, y'all. I'm sorry. She was a try-hard. She tried really hard. And she did a little bit of everything the production wanted her to do. But Latoya, she was funny to me. Like, I would take her over Drew any day, which brings me to Drew. Drew's also up in the limbo as well. They don't know if they want to bring her back or not. They do say that she is currently filming for Portia's spinoff, which we'll talk about that a little bit later. But Drew was a disappointment to me because I was a fan of her before she got on this show. I thought she was a great actress. I thought she was a talented singer, and I thought her career was really going to be on the up and up after she started the TLC biopic as T-Boz. But ever since that happened, we didn't really see any type of like action from her in any acting roles. So she took on Real Housewives of Atlanta to supplement her income because, I mean, the milk has gone bad with the acting roles. I mean, we haven't really seen Drew anywhere up until this show. And it's like, when did that biopic come out? Like, I think that was at least like 5 or 6 years ago, probably more. So I don't blame her for trying to be on the show, but she just became like a church woman pick-me at the end of the day. I just wasn't really vibing with her, and it just felt like her personality, it's like you know how some women take on their husband's personality, like they do as they say, and their personality kind of shifts so they cannot rock the boat in their marriage. That's what I was getting from her. Like, she was just going along with the get along because she has a man, a fine man at that, but a problematic man. And her and her old ways, it is what it is. Bye, girl. So Kandi and Kenya are currently the only two that officially got their peaches. I will say Kenya, she's going to be like the mess starter. Like, she doesn't really have anything else going on in my opinion. So, but we need somebody that's going to wrangle these girls. Because I will say time and time again, Kenya and Marlo carried the entire last season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was a trash season, but it would have been complete garbage without those two. But I will say this, Kenya, if we are going to get a whole season of you and Mark going back and forth saying like, oh, I want to divorce you, but oh, I love him because he sent me flowers that day. Like, girl, this needs to be your last season if that's the case. Kandi, I'll always love Kandi. I just don't know what she could bring to the table at this point. Like, I mean, she'll drum up something. She always does. I mean, it's like whenever something is boring in her life, in walks Mama Joyce and the Mama Joyce issues with Todd. But y'all drop down in the comments and tell me like what Kandi can bring to this show. I mean, this entertaining. I mean, it would be weird without her there, but I don't know what else she could do. I mean, there were alleged rumors that Todd is cheating on her. I hope that's not true. I actually like those two as a couple, and that would just be stupid on Todd's behalf. Very stupid. But y'all, I'm just at a loss with Kandi. It's like I want her on my television screen. I love her on The Chi. She's a great actress. But as far as reality television goes, it's done, girl. It's just done. And then we have Portia and Fallon. Now, it has been alleged that Portia is debating not coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's currently filming her spinoff, and she mainly does not want to come back because Portia's a homewrecker. She's a homewrecker, and she does not want to face the backlash because those girls are going to wear her ass completely out. Like every episode is going to be her as the main focal point. Now, y'all, when this scandal between Portia, Fallon, and Gobbledygooker, whatever his name is, whenever that whole entire situation happened, it was juicy to see at first, but now I'm completely over it. That brings me to another problem with the show is, in reality TV in general, is the fact that you see everything play out on social media before anything happens. And that has just been the overarching issue with reality television today. Like, it's hard to have a show, and it's hard to drive a show and advertise it to people to watch when we see everything unfold right before our eyes on social media in real time. So it's just like, I don't really care to see Portia versus Fallon. And then it's already been confirmed that Fallon's not coming back. She said in the interview she had with, I believe his name is Up and Adam on YouTube. She said that she's not coming back, which I'm just like, you really fumbling the bag, Fallon, but that's your choice. But with Portia allegedly not coming back, or possibly not coming back, that's going to take away a good chunk of the season. So I honestly, even though I don't want to see it, it would be great for the show. I really thought Portia was going to take one for the team. I thought that's why they were doing that storyline. Low-key thought the storyline was fake from the very beginning. But I thought this storyline was cultivated for her to take one for the team to help boost the ratings, because whether you like it or not, like, like Portia has become the new Nene of Bravo. Like, she's not anywhere near as entertaining as Nene, but Portia is the new golden child. Like, Portia is legit taking Nene's position. But it is what it is. Portia is really just a self-serving individual, so I'm not surprised on her wanting to opt out because she can't take the heat. And that brings me to Sheree and Phaedra's status. So Sheree is said to come back. They don't know if she's gonna have a peach or if it is a peach, it's gonna be a low tier peach. But they also don't know if they want her as just like a friend to the show. I feel like give Sheree a chance. Hopefully she comes with a business and some business. Phaedra, on the other hand, I still feel like she should be brought in, whether Kandi likes it or not. Kandi, if she wants to stay on the show, it's gonna be at this point time for her to take one for the team. Now I understand a lot of people are on the fence with Phaedra, but that is gonna be, I feel like she's the one ticket to make things pop. And sidebar, y'all, I completely forgot about Cynthia. I mean, Cynthia, girl, that just proves like how relevant you are to this show now. Like, Cynthia has done a complete 180. Her story's done. The only way she needs to come back is if they bring Peter back, because those two allegedly have issues, and Peter allegedly has not paid her money yet. So that's the only way I can see her coming back, if her and Mike Hill have an issue with Peter. But other than that, Cynthia, good riddance. And when it comes to casting for this show, they need to bring in, only one person I think that should be brought back is Shamari DeVoe. Shamari DeVoe did not get a second chance. She allegedly really left the show because they were editing her to be a drunk. I mean, Shamari, at the same time, girl, I mean, they can only edit what you give, but Shamari DeVoe, seeing her on Encore, I just feel like she is much more suited now for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, it would be great for her to come back. She was a fun, good time girl that we need on this show, because everything else is just so, like, either it's just heavy or it's just not fun to watch. And along with Shamari, they just need to bring in at least one or two girls that we do not know, that we have not seen before, that are rich and are married and are well-to-do in Atlanta. But overall, y'all, it's easy to just write this show off and say, just cancel it, like, it's done. I mean, granted, they've offered a lot of entertainment throughout the years, but at some point, I think this franchise, this leg of the franchise as a whole, is going to have to bow out gracefully at some point. They had a great run, but the Potomac girls are giving them a run for their money right now. I mean, it seems like Bravo is investing more into Potomac, actually. It's like all the girls' salaries are growing up. I mean, Wendy went ahead and became a whole new Wendy. I mean, Robin, she's still mismanaging her funds, buying too much, putting too much on her Ross credit card, but overall, the girls over the Potomac are starting to elevate, and elevate nicely. It sucks trying to compare the black girls against the black girls in terms of who wears the crown at Bravo, when all of the black girls really give Bravo its name and claim the fame. But overall, y'all, I hope they really just get this show back to where it needs to be. It's kind of sad to see it just go downhill the way it is, and if this season is anything short of last season, it's a wrap. But those are my views. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.